Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Encounters. Hey, Danny. Hey, FTS. Jan, good to see you. Anthro, good to see you. All the people of One, Cleo, everybody, Sunny Smiles, Mike. Hey, Jan R, good to see you. I was just hanging out with April's Live for a while before I came on at 11. And tomorrow night is, excuse me, tomorrow night is Ashtar Command night with myself and April at 11 o'clock. That is our Ashtar Command night. That's tomorrow. And hope you all join us Saturday night. Marta, good to see you. Bobby, let's see, Bernie R. Selena, everybody coming in here. Gypsy, good evening. Bruce, Blue, Starseed. Hey, Starseed. Hey, Giselle, good to see you. Everybody coming in here. Just a good evening, a good Friday evening to everybody out here. Please share and like. Remember that if you press on my live here, those little hearts will start happening. We can get things rolling on the hearts, and that brings my totals up. So we want to do over 100,000 likes tonight, and that means to get everybody involved. And there's a little bit of glitching on TikTok tonight, so everything's a little bit lagging. I've noticed on TikTok. Bird Lover, welcome. Sonia, good to see you. Acid TV, good evening. And I got my apple cider here because definitely it's the thing I need to have on a Friday night. Carissa, Steve, Brody, good to see everybody. Don, thanks for joining us. Raiders 895, good to see everybody. Cano 1113, I think it is. Will, hey Will, good to see you. Dominic, all the people new and old, welcome. Aaron. This is the #1 spiritual UFO talk show, and I know there's a problem with TikTok because it says I still have 10 people viewing the show, and there's a little bit of a problem with TikTok tonight. So now it says 62. Okay, that seems a little bit better. Hey, Leanna, good to see you. Many blessings to everybody. William Drum, all the new people, Barbara Manley, Dr. Thatcher, New World Tanny, Pray for Peace. Good to see you, Pray for Peace. Apple user, Sonia. Just a couple of good hellos to everybody out there. It's good to see you. I have no idea what's going to happen tonight. I am a contactee since the 60s. I'm also with the Ashtar Command. I came from off planet from Mars, and a planet that has 10 to 15. Hey, Enlightened Jess, good to see you. 10 to 15 million inhabitants. And for the past couple of weeks, I've been using my abilities my father gave me on the spaceship when I was astral traveling. I guess I was out of my body. I don't ever remember when I go on the ship. I just go astrally right now. And he gave me a gift by touching my forehead. And until motorcycles go by. And I've been actually taking implants out of people that have been on my show. Everything's documented. And all my stuff is documented on my YouTube channel, Ashtar Command Spaceship News. All my shows can be watched. And the people that I worked with the last couple of times, they will tell you that remotely I've been able to destroy the implants in their body. So I'm learning how much I have to, my abilities. I'm starting to learn more about my abilities here with the palm of my hands. I'm still learning. I don't know how much, if I have a whole lot of abilities that I don't know about yet, but I'm learning as I use them. And I'm using them for the best possible means to help the planet and help people. And I'm still humble to my father Rubar for doing this. And they're watching our show right now. They watch on a monitoring screen on the spaceship. So they love the Encounter show. It's one of their favorite shows. They watch it all the time. So. And tomorrow night, we're going to talk all Ashtar Command tomorrow night. You're going to learn things tomorrow night about the new Earth. You're going to learn a lot about the beautiful things that are coming our way that are going to be way different than the planet we live on now. So don't forget, tomorrow night at 11 p.m., Ashtar Command night. Can I physically heal stuff, Courtney? Great question. I've only healed people with implants. I've destroyed implants that were put in by negative ETs. I can do that remotely here. Anywhere in the world, I can put my palm out and I focus on that person and I find the location of where the implant was, and I destroy it. I'm absolutely able. Thank you for the gifts, Jennifer. A number of people have witnessed me doing this the last few weeks. And again, understand my abilities are actually been amped up. I always had some like very subtle abilities, but they really been amped up. I don't know what else I can do. And I'm not promising different things to people because just don't know. I just know that I can take out implants. Oh, beautiful, Acid. Well, I know you're a Star Seed too, Acid TV. I'm absolutely certain of that. That's without a question. You know, that's what, hey, Becky, welcome to the show. Everybody coming in, welcome to our show. Hey, Hetty, good to see you. And, you know, the thing is, the most possible beautiful thing I love about this show is that it's very spontaneous. I'm here to bust the matrix. So I really do bust the matrix. I don't accept limitations or 3D belief systems. I will tear those apart in 2 seconds because I don't come from this planet. So I don't want to get wrapped up. I can live within the 3D. I work within the 3D, but I'm not of the 3D, right? Many of you do things in the 3D. You might be a teacher. You might be, you know, somebody who does taxes. Who knows? Whatever you are, you're just doing it. That's just to do because you're on Earth. But really, you're not really a 3D person because you're more than that, you know? And this show really gets into the heart. Hey, Days, good to see you, brother. Hey, Mikey. This show gets into the spiritual aspects of the topic, whereas most of the things you see on History Channel or Discover or, you know, whatever is all hyped up. You know, it's all hyped up, same stuff every day about, you know, the technology, you know, where they come from, what kind of technology do they have. I'm more interested in teaching you. When I do my show, I collaborate and bring all these things together in terms of the spiritual foundation of the star people. I help the people that have been abducted so they can now turn a corner and be free of that. We get into what's really going on with the Agartha Network and Antarctica. I don't need to go all over the place looking at videos to understand what's in Antarctica. And there's a lot of things that we get into here. So, yeah, April's on. Hey, Annie, good to see you. I was hanging out a little after 10 o'clock for a while. Hey there, Chesno, good to see you, brother. And Chesno's one of our moderators here in my local area, and we love to have him as a moderator now. And he has good judgment, and he's just a wonderful person. So, greetings. And, you know, we just want to send a lot of love out to all the new people. If you're getting used to being watching the show for the first time, my program is actually a show. I'm on NPR radio for 21 years for new people. I've been doing Ashtar Command mission work beyond the media. I've been doing it pretty much half of my adult life, you know. Sue House, thank you. And I'm sure I have no idea what's going to happen tonight. But whatever it is, it'll be good, and I hope you're going to enjoy it. Be on the tip of your toes on this show because you never know who's going to come on live, and I never know what their stories are going to be. That's what I love. I know when they tell me a little bit. Love you to tell us about Antarctica. Well, I can tell you some stuff about it. I've watched some things. I don't really need to watch anything about Antarctica on the History Channel or anything like that, or on YouTube or whatever. What I can tell you is that there are very advanced civilizations beyond the worldwide governments having bases in Antarctica, in certain parts of Antarctica. There are definitely things in Antarctica that do exist, pyramids and other advanced things that are in parts of Antarctica. And that's why they basically tried to seal it off so people wouldn't see the stuff that is there. Excuse me for a minute. But there's a lot of stuff there. And when the New Earth, when we go into like studying the subjects of Antarctica, there's a lot of different people taking different takes in the UFO community. Some people have the takes of, you know, they make up these CGI videos about Antarctica, which really don't give you a truth about what's going on there. But there is a lot of activity. Eric, no. All the planetary systems, and this goes beyond Earth. Let me just do this for a minute. Goes beyond Earth. All the planetary systems beyond our planet, Mars, all the planets are round or oval, but there's no flat flat planets. No. Once we get into direct contact, Miguel, there will be med beds available to the people of the planet, and those will be, and we'll talk more about that on Saturday night when we have Ashtar Command Night, but there will be those things available to you. And they'll definitely, and matter of fact, what's going to happen is the medical community, the pharmaceutical community on Earth is going to fall apart. Yes, Sue, yes, I do. Matter of fact, Sue, all the star people from all of the planetary systems have a connection with God. So yeah, the star people, my family off planet, all believe in God, the creator. But not just, God didn't just be a belief system on Earth. God is an understanding on all planetary systems of light. So yes, we all have a belief in God, but not in a religious way. Like on Earth, they have distorted what God is with their religions. But God has no religion except God is God. Tar! You know? So yes, without a question, God is loved by all planetary systems of light, not just Earth. Thank you, Rose Thompson. Thank you. And also welcome to the show. So we gotta have a beautiful night tonight. It's a Friday night on Encounters, and we always are here to bust the matrix. And I do have a lot of knowledge. I always love interviewing people, but if you have a question for me, I can answer. Hey, Mish, good to see you. I can answer your questions to a certain extent. So if you have any questions for me, please feel free. And also, if you wish to be on the show, you have to be over 18. Hey, Rob, over 18. No kids on the show, no cursing, no paranormal discussion, no drinking, no drugs, no vaping, no drunks, no politics, and no religion. I think I covered all of it. I don't think I've left anything out. And we have some good moderators on here. So I depend on my moderators and myself. I will sometimes jump in if something crazy goes on and block that person from our show. And that's why we try not to have any problems here, because we have great moderators and they're a key part of the program. Elner, welcome to the show. Yeah, no children and no driving, Miss Wright. Hey, Skip Wilson, welcome to our show. And all the new people, Rachel, Gabby, Albert, Ellis, I think it is. Toolshed, hey, Toolshed. TikTok something, Z, hey, Z. And we're going to have a great show tonight. You haven't missed anything yet. All my shows are now on my YouTube. I've caught up with every show. So check out all the shows that we had, the one from last night and this morning. Sue Kidd said, ever since I was 6 years old, this might be interesting. Sue, what happened since you were 6 years old? I think I see a story. Oh, thank you, Awake. Well, now you get to see me. Hey, Elaine, good to see you. And Sue, what is your story? Because I think there's a story. You're trying to type it in sentences here. Robin Lewis. Hey, Robin. And Cole, thank you for the roses. Frida, welcome to the show. Benjamin, you're freezing up on me. Is that? Yeah, there's TikTok is having real problems tonight. Things are freezing, and it happened on April's live. It's happening here. It's happening on a couple of them. So, and just turned 66 years old. Oh, interesting. So if you want to be interviewed, these are the things I look for. A lot of people out here will find the show, and there's 188 people on here right now. It'll be more later as we go into the evening. I'm always interested in people's stories. If you're having encounters, like if you're having encounters with space people or visit Loretta, thank you. Thank you so much. If you're having encounters, and thank you, Sue Kid. If you're having encounters with space beings, the positive kind physically, tell me your story. Tell me about that. We'd love to hear your story. If you've been having abductions or visitations by low vibrational ETs that have been, kind of like not leaving you alone, I can help you if you're having problems with that and get rid of the negative ETs. And if they've implanted you, I can get rid of the implants. Believe it or not, that's true. Susan, thank you. So there's a lot of things I cover here. I'm not your traditional UFO talk show host because I don't come from here. I come from off planet, but I am very much a person off planet that deals with intergalactic communications very differently than we do here with a phone or that kind of thing. But I utilize Earth-based technology to do what I do here. Ghost King says, I got a pyramid above me every night, 3 stars. Interesting. A pyramid above me, one bright one, of to his self. So are you saying, Ghost King, that you have a pyramid-shaped spaceship above your location? I'm trying to figure out things here. I read people's comments. I'm trying to get a gist on what they're talking about. And I've got a video I've been looking at. I'm going to be showing that tonight. And it's from China. I thought it was interesting. UFO spotted in China. Mysterious flying objects cause widespread chaos in Tianjin Airport, wherever that is. But I'm going to show you the video in a little bit. And I think it's interesting and it's worth showing because I know there are sightings all over the world, and I think it's good to see some of those things here. Kyle, welcome to the show. 2. You saw ships at the age of 6. Interesting. I'm going to bring Sue Kidd up, and then I think Ghost King, if you want to come up, you're welcome to join us. And Sue Kidd, if you can turn your camera on your TikTok, do you know how to use the camera? I'm going to follow you back. I want you to talk about your experience, if you want to. So you're going to be our first guest here on Encounters, the #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media. I'm CmdrAleon. Sue, good evening. Welcome.
I think so. Can you
You're
hear
on
me?
live. Yeah, can you turn your camera on?
No, I won't do that.
You won't do that?
No. No, ma'am. Or sir. Or whatever.
Okay.
Oh.
Or whatever.
Or whatever. Yeah.
So tell us about your history. There's something, you have a story to tell.
Oh yeah. and watching your show, it's making sense now at the age of 66. And it all started when I was 6, and we lived in no, I call it Norfolk, Virginia. It's Norfolk or whatever. But anyways, that's besides the point. And there was 3 other kids with me. We were all, having a slumber party. And we looked out the window, and it's, double story. And we all saw what we saw. And I just wonder if the other 3 girls that I cannot remember their names for the life of me, saw the same thing I did, still remember it.
And
there was also,
go ahead.
At the age of 3, now this is going to sound kind of strange, but I remember it. There was a big white circle circulating my room. I was in a crib. And then it just boofed away.
Now let me stop you there. You were a baby in a crib. What year was that?
At 3.
3 years old.
When I was 3.
And you're in your kid.
Go ahead.
You're in your room. You're 3 years old in a crib, and there's a circular white light. Is it on the ground or is it enveloping the whole room?
It's all over the top of the roof.
Really? Did you say on top of the roof?
Yeah, well, my mother was French, so you got to read between the lines.
Oh, okay, I got you.
The feeling part.
Oh, I got you, yeah. So,
open the light, kind of thing. So, yeah. Bless my mom's heart, she's gone, but I talk like her all the time.
So when you saw this circular thing, what did it look like to you as a 3-year-old?
Well, I didn't really start thinking that until I was 30 years old. And
Mm-hmm.
I lived in this cabin, and this is going to sound strange. Uh, I don't know, it was like, mind you, I had 17 cats to keep me protected.
Yeah.
But it was, I can't explain it.
Yeah.
It was like orbs all over the living room. It was
There were
weird.
orbs all over. There was orbs in the living room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Were there a lot of them, or it's just a few of
And
them?
that's, yeah, there was a lot of them. And that's
Hmm.
what brought my memory back to the orb as I was 3 years old.
Hmm. So as you go from 3 years old, as you're growing up, as you're going into, being an older kid, and then so forth, I imagine you had many other things occur on the ET UFO
Oh, yeah.
area. Let's continue on your
And
journey.
still
Tell us your
do.
story. Yeah.
And still do. Uh, and I'm a Christian. I'm a Seventh-day Adventist. I go to church on Saturday. That's my Sabbath. And it was freaking me out so bad because the church religion crap, but everybody does and don't live up to. They believe in certain things, and then I've gotten a lot of arguments about that. But I did
Mm-hmm.
meet one pastor in my lifetime, and I believe that God puts people in my life for a reason.
Mm.
Because miracles, whatever you name it, blessings, I'm always took care of, no matter what. I get hurt, I'm took care of. I heal fast.
So tell me about your experiences, though. Let's get back to that. What happened as you would
Okay,
continue? Yeah.
all right, well, here we go. I worked at a native reservation in New Mexico and learned their culture, you know. And I was in charge of maintenance in their, I guess it was an old school or old hospital, an old uh, Indian reservation, you name it. But anyways, it was just me in the building,
Yeah.
and I did the maintenance, it was a daycare, and I cleaned all the toys and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, but a lot happened in there. Uh, I was, it was like I want to say almost 4 o'clock, and I looked at the window and there's water underneath that runs under the building, okay? It's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was my boss, and I said, Dina, I said, what are you doing? You're supposed to be at home. And whatever it was at the window just disappeared.
So let's slow you down there. There's somebody at the window. You're on the reservation at this time?
And I was
Okay.
maintenance, cleaning.
Maintenance on the reservation. So
hmm
in the window, did you get a glimpse as to who was looking in the window?
Uh, I got to say that she looked straight at me, and
She.
yeah, she was in a petticoat, a white petticoat. I know it's crazy, but anyways, I'm not
Okay.
crazy, but
No
other
one's saying
people
you're
might think
crazy.
I am.
No, nobody on my show is. So what did you think? Did you think she was some sort of a space woman or something, or what did you think?
I didn't know what to think, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
My thing was I see people that's not there. I don't know. I smell roses when they die.
Hmm.
Perfume, hot cocoa, chocolate. You
So,
know.
in terms of the reservation, I knew I knew a couple people that were on reservations that had many of they had the star people. They talk about them. They have them inscribed on the rocks and all this. So beyond that, so tell us in terms of your connection
You
with
know, honestly, I think you need to come to a place that's called Ruidoso, New Mexico.
Ruidoso, New Mexico.
And could tell you that if you really want to be in touch more or less, you go to White Sands in Alamogordo.
White Sands I'm familiar with. That was one of the earlier meeting places in the 60s between the Ashtar Command and the government. There's a whole story behind that. But yeah, I know what White Sands is.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. But I just been watching your show. I normally don't go on live. I honestly don't go on live.
Wow, this is great that you decided to come on.
Yeah,
I'm glad you felt
because
comfortable enough to do it.
yeah, because sometimes I really feel like I'm crazy.
You're not crazy. I want you to do one thing for me, Sue. Take the word crazy and throw it out of your consciousness from now on.
All right.
All right, can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, for now I'll let you go.
All
I'd
right.
rather type things in.
All right, Sue. I appreciate that.
Well,
Hey, thanks for coming on for a few minutes.
it's different. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. Anytime. Let me see now. I think Ghost King's got some stuff. Again, you have to be over 18. No foul language. No drinking. No smoking. No vaping on the show of any kind. No kids on the show. No paranormal discussion. No politics and no religion. And don't drive while you're watching. That will not work. Hey, failed cap. So let me see here. We're going to go backwards on my list here. We're going to see Ghost King. I'm going to bring Ghost King up and find out what their deal is with their experience, if I can do it. They have 71 followers, so I can get them on audio. And we'll bring Ghost King up. Again, people have to be over 18 to be on the show live. And if you're not telling the truth, I will not have you hear it. So again, hey, Jersey for Life, good to see you. And one of the things you have to look at is all these different stories. There's a tapestry between a lot of these stories that people tell. Starseed Unite, welcome, Jersey. Thank you for the gift. Charles, welcome to our show. Hey, Johnny, good to see you, brother. And Johnny's one of our other people on here, one of our other moderators. And one of the things tomorrow night I'm going to try to do is get all the 5 of us together on live on Astro Night. I'm going to try to get Johnny, Chesno, and Kit Kat with me on live with April. So you're going to get to know the 5 of us. If you don't know us a little bit, you're going to get to know the other 4 that are going to be going off planet between now and next year. So yeah. And I've been really thinking I got to bring everyone together on Saturday night who's going off planet on the show. You're going to get to meet the 5 of us that are going to actually do this. And this is going to be a real event. We're going to be, when we're supposed to be going off, they'll come to us off the ship. A rift will open in our homes, and we'll be on the ship in 2 seconds. We'll talk about that tomorrow night. Alcove, good to see you here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is interesting. Angela from Westbury, who saw a city in the sky 3 more years ago. Let's see here. Let's see if we can bring Angela up. Angela, I know about the cities in the sky, and if you'd like to come up, we'd love to hear your story. This would be interesting. So Angela from Westbury, I think that's in Long Island, who saw a city in the sky 3 years ago, I think you're saying. And if you want to come up, Angela, we'd love to hear it. Thank you, Nature's Whispers. And I might be, it's not set in stone yet, but I might be going to San Diego, which is in California. I might be going out there with a group of people that we're friends with. And when I'm out there, I'm going to bring, if I do go out there, I'm bringing night vision equipment. Of course, I'm going to go on TikTok. If I do go out there, I know where to go, and I'm going to be trying to document spaceships on the Pacific coast, which is something I've been wanting to do for a while. Truth is, I'm afraid, bro, but I have a lot to say. I'm in Cali. Okay, no pressure, Ghost. If when you feel comfortable, you know how I deal with people on my show and how I how I deal with interviews. And so don't worry, don't be afraid. When you see me interview people, I treat every guest with respect. And people do. If a number of our people, people watching the show want to hear your story, I'm sure there'll be people that want to do it. Yeah, last week or so. Yeah, Angela. Yep. And just to speak of cities in the sky, I have a picture that April took out in Vermont that shows the city, one of the cities that the Astro Command uses, and they showed it, and she got it on camera. Avery Divine Counselor. I'm going to bring Avery Divine Counselor, and we'll bring her up. And she looks like, on the profile, she looks like she's got a lot of light energy. You can always tell by a person's photo sometimes.
Hello.
Hey, Avery, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Good to have you on the show. And tell us where you are, and definitely I'm interested to hear your story.
I'm Avery. I'm in Georgia.
Oh, great.
Okay, so me and my husband, we got really into aliens. We were watching all kinds of like documentaries and like everything possible. You know what I'm saying? Trying to learn as much as we could about the subject. Because I was what's it called? A disbeliever, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I'm like the type of person you got to prove it for me to believe it. And so we were also going fishing that summer. Like we did a lot of night fishing. And we were on the lake one time and I just had this feeling like it was like an overwhelming feeling of like something about the stars and something about aliens. And like we hadn't watched aliens that night, but we had been watching them. So I was like, oh, it ain't nothing. Well, I turned my head and my husband was with me and he seen a huge red flash go across the sky. And it happened so fast that by the time I turned, we were right beside each other, but by the time I turned my head, I only seen the very end of it. And it looked like a fading check mark in the sky. Yeah. And then the next day, we were so freaked out about that. So the next day we decided to go fishing again. Well, we were pulling out of our house in our truck, pulling the boat onto like just a regular road that we drive on every single day. And it was like this glowing orb. It was large, not like one you see on a camera. It was like a large, life-size orb. And it was just like, I thought it was like off in the distance plane, but like it got so close. I was like, we looked at each other. Yeah. And he was like, do you see that? And I was like, uh-huh. And we turned our head and I seen it shoot up over the trees and he says it disappeared. That's how fast it moved. Wow. That's amazing. Yeah. And then I'm not even done. I'm not even done. This was 3 days in a row. My niece spent the night with us the following night. Okay. He went to work. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning. He went to work. My niece come up to me and was like, Avery, who was that green guy? And I was like, green guy? What? Yeah. I was like, what are you talking about? Did you see Dylan? No. I seen Dylan leave. Who was the green guy? And she was so serious. She wasn't even scared at all. Yeah. And like, this is in my house. And I was like, what? I'm so confused. I'm like, so the thing I finally think of was, okay, I'm going to have her draw a picture. So I got some crayons and a piece of paper, and she literally drew a person with green skin and red eyes. Green skin and red eyes. And where was this person standing? Were they outside of your hallway house? She said she was... Wait a minute. They were in your hallway in your house. I was on the couch by the front door because my youngest had woke up in the middle of the night, so we ended up on the couch. Well, he left for work from our bedroom to the front door. The girls, my niece and my daughter, were in my daughter's room, which is between my room and the front door. So nothing was there that I seen, but she seen something that we didn't. So when she saw this being, which I'm getting was definitely extraterrestrial, did she say how tall this green? Yeah, she said about 10 foot. It was taller than the doorway. Wait a minute. The being was 10 feet tall? Mm-hmm.
And did it look physically like a human being, but just green?
She said it was taking a drink out of a cup of ours.
It
And
was
we
taking a
actually did
drink.
have that cup sitting in that location.
Really? This
Yeah.
is amazing. So this 10-foot being, which is definitely extraterrestrial, knows how to obviously drink water out of a cup, which
Mm-hmm.
tells me there's an intelligence here. 10 feet tall. Did she describe what the facial features looked like of this being?
She just remembers the red eyes, and she wasn't
Red
scared.
eyes.
The thing was,
She
is she
was,
wasn't scared at
she,
all. She was like just
really?
telling me like factual,
She
like
wasn't scared.
no. And then I decided like, because I was still in disbelief, and I was like Googling stuff now at this point. And I'm like, did it look like any of these pictures, you know? And I'm like showing her Google
Yeah.
pictures, and at that point she got scared,
Yeah.
but
So
she wasn't scared.
did the green being look at her and she looked at it and she wasn't scared and they looked at each other?
No, she said it didn't know she was awake.
It had no awareness of her. I
I
wonder
asked
what
her those questions. I said,
yeah.
was it aware of you? And she was like, no, it didn't know I was seeing it.
I wonder what would have happened if, let's say she saw it and she said, "Oh, by the way, what planet are you from?" I wonder what the being would have done.
I don't know. It's
I
crazy.
have no idea either. I mean, I'm just thinking hypothetical questions here. What I would have done, maybe I wouldn't have done anything, except try to figure out what. So it had red eyes. We know it's 10 feet tall, but we don't know much about where it potentially came from, and I don't expect you to do that either. But obviously, it disappeared, right?
Yeah, I mean, she said it took a drink and it started to move it set the cup down, it started to move its head, and so she like closed her eyes and pretended to
Yeah.
sleep. And
Oh,
then
really?
she
Okay.
heard my husband walk through the house, and when he walked through the house leaving that morning,
Mm-hmm.
she kind of followed behind him and came and found me on the couch.
Mm-hmm. Now, that's a good point. One of my friends, Jersey for Life, said green suit. So we don't know, but is it possible she was looking at this being and he was 10 feet tall? Was he actually green or wearing some sort of a space suit?
No, it was like green skin.
Green skin, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't put a tab on to where this being came from. The red eye thing and the green. Did the being have any hair on its head, or was it no hair at all?
He was
No
bald.
hair. It was bald.
Yeah, well, see, I positioned myself in the doorway, and I was like about right here, you know. I was just getting like the whole 9 yards, you know. And she was like, it was a lot bigger than you, Avery. And so like
Wow.
I even got up on my tippy toes, and she was like, no, taller. And
Yeah.
I got a chair and got on the chair, and she was like, yeah, about there. And so
Wow.
that would be like, you know, my chin to maybe almost the top of the doorway.
Well, do you think this being had any connection to the red orb or whatever, the red object, or
I
one
do
of
think
these things?
I do think that.
But you had other things happen too that weren't red. The objects, I mean.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
think it's
there
all
was-
connected.
Do you think there are two different groups of ETs, and this was one of the different groups that decided, for whatever reason? Have you ever tried to figure out why it came into your house?
As far as I'm concerned, we're all ETs in some type of way.
Oh, we are
I
definitely
think,
ETs.
in all retrospect, also the only protection us humans have is Jesus. So I definitely spread Jesus all over my house and haven't had any encounters since.
Yeah, and you're absolutely tuned in. One of the things I do, because I'm a Christed being of light, and I'm from the Ashtar Command, which are my star families on a spaceship. They're watching the show right now. Very beautiful men and women, and I have two sisters and a brother. They're taller than I am. They're, I think, about 8 feet tall. But I'm going to be reconnecting with them. There's a group of us here, 5 of us. One of them's doing a live right now. There's 3 others here. We're going to be going off planet between now and next year. And we're going to help the Earth. It's this all real stuff that's going to be happening. So I'm glad you're here, because I am very intrigued by that part of it. Now, after that happened, that being left the house, what else happened after that?
The only other thing that was kind of crazy that I've had happen since was I started taking therapy classes, not for this reason, for other reasons.
Right. Yeah.
And a woman that I was in therapy with, she swore up and down, she swore on her life. And at first I thought she was like kind of crazy, but I seen some videos since then that really made me like have belief in this. But she says that her husband was a werewolf.
Okay, that's a little bit out of the realm of what we talk about here, but
Yeah, that's
maybe,
the only extraterrestrial type things I've had happen.
All right. Well, your story is amazing. Our show is on YouTube. I mean, the recorded shows. This show will be on YouTube by tomorrow, and all our shows. You can watch all our past shows. I really loved your story, Avery. You and your husband sharing your what you both experienced, and now, isn't it interesting how these things wake us up to a different reality than what we always were taught to believe growing up, and even I was in textbook teachings that none of that stuff was existing. Nobody would ever talk about it. No teachers talk about it. Now, maybe in 2024, there are universities and high schools and maybe middle schools or junior high schools where maybe there's a teacher out there one say, let's talk about UFOs or something. Maybe more now than there was, 40 years ago or 50 years ago. So I think it's great that you shared your story, and I'm glad you're watching the show too. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a religious background. I'm from the Bible Belt, so when I had mentioned years ago angels and aliens might be the same thing, of course I got a lot of crazy looks, but I figured I was onto something.
Always stand up for what you are. You're basically a star seed. Like you said, we're all ETs. And essentially what that means is we're all having the human experience, right? No matter what part of the world we live in, whatever culture we've been brought up in our communities, you're like the one beacon in your community that is, and even your husband, that you're starseed. I mean, you came to Earth in the human form. This is the life you live down there. My life was a little bit different when I was growing up. We all have different lives in the human experience, but we're here to have the experience, but then we're here also to wake up and realize that we're not just having a human experience, right?
Absolutely.
Well, you've been great, Avery. I appreciate you having the courage to come up here. I love the name, Avery Divine Counselor. That's a great name. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for letting me share.
All right, Avery, we're going to let you guys down. Let me do this here. And you're watching Encounters. You have to be over 18, no kids on the show, no paranormal discussion, no drinking, no drugs, no smoking of whatever. If you're a vapor, no vaping. Put it in the water or something. I don't know. No religious or political discussions. This is not the place for it. So I'm CmdrAleon, your host. And I want to just let you know I'm also from Mars. I'm with the Ashtar Command. I'm a talk show host on NPR Pacifica Radio every Sunday morning, and that's broadcast live on here on TikTok too. Let me see who's in my queue here. Jeannie Pants 2. Before I bring this person, Jeannie Pants 2, on, could I get a kind of an idea of what's happening? We don't talk about the world situation. The only thing I will say is that the Ashtar Command and I, as a star being, we do not believe that the world should be killing each other. And, that's just the only thing I'll say. But this other Genie person, I need to know more about that person. If you wish to share a story about having an encounter like Avery, if you've had visitations by space people of the positive kind, we'd love to hear your story. Don't be afraid to share it here. We'd definitely love to hear it. I love people sharing and coming out of the closet about what's going on. If you're documenting spaceship activity, or what you call UFOs, non-terrestrial activity, it was when I was 17 and lived on the ocean. Jeannie Pants. Okay, let's see here. Jeannie Pants, we're going to bring you up here. And you have 87 followers. Let me get that person up here. This is our third guest for tonight. You're watching the #1 spiritual UFO late night talk show, Encounters. Jeannie Pants, welcome.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes. Welcome to the show.
Okay, yeah. So my encounter was when I was 17 and I lived on the ocean in Lakeside, Oregon, and I had a UFO probably about 2 miles in diameter. Like it was a big UFO, and it came over, and me and my friend Sean both seen it. and we were so like petrified we couldn't move, and I couldn't pull out my phone and take a picture. Like I'm 32 now, so that's how long
Right.
ago it was.
Right.
But it was
And
it
so,
was probably the scariest thing I've ever seen. So
yeah, it kind of takes you off guard, doesn't it? When I had my experience similar to yours on the East Coast here, there's a place called Naugatuck River Valley. I was back in the 1980s, and I was DJ. I had reggae artists that I brought into this blues club, and I also at the time when albums were albums, and they didn't charge you like $30 to buy an album in a store. I had like crates of roots reggae music, and I had a reggae night at this club. So it was right in this little plaza with a supermarket and a bunch of shops, and then behind the plaza it goes into the woods, and there's nothing there. And then across the street there was a hill with condos on it and a McDonald's across the street. So I come out of this club and I hear a voice saying, "Look up." Now I'm in my, let's see, at that point in the 1980s, I'm in my 20s. I look up and there's a spaceship 2 football fields in length above a condo complex spinning around, not even lit, it's just like staying stationary. That thing had 4 tubular bottoms. I remember every detail, and it had these lights going like crazy. And then 2 beams of light came out over the parking lot in the sky, and the thing was doing geometry. So when you talk about your sighting, I can understand. There was no cell phone, there was no like TikTok or Facebook or a way, to do this kind of recording. If I had this technology then, I could have documented it. How did you feel when you had your sighting? Did you get like freaked out to the point where like, you completely could have taped it or documented it? Or
I think I was abducted. I think me and my friend both got abducted by it because we had probably an hour and a half missing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you were missing time.
Yeah. And
really?
and we watched it take off. It had 5 lights on the bottom of it, and like hieroglyphic kind of letters around it, and the lights went from 5 lights and spun into 1 and shot off, and it looked kind of like the E.T. movie, but it was crazy.
Yeah, no, it's not crazy. I understand it. So this gets more interesting. How much have you watched my show? Is this the first time?
Yeah.
You're going to be addicted to this show forever, my friend. But I'm going to tell you something. When did this happen specifically? When this missing time happened? What was the year?
I think probably it was. Hold on. It was probably around 2008 or 2007.
Okay. Now, when you had the experience, and what's your first name, by the way?
Nick.
Nick. Nice to meet you, Nick. So when you and your friend had the missing time, which I do believe you were probably abducted, do you remember when you came back, did you have any like implants that you felt something in your arm or something that wasn't there before?
I have one in my shoulder.
How? Okay, so this is your first night watching me. I'm gonna blow your mind. I hope you'll understand it in a good way. So I'm not from this world. I work with the other side. I'm with the Ashtar Command, which you probably never heard of, which is the star people that are human like us. They have families on other planets. They are our brothers and sisters of light, so to speak. I have the ability to take out implants remotely from where I am here on my show. My question to you is, would you like me to get rid of the implant?
I actually probably not.
Really? That's an amazing comment, considering if you had missing time. One of the things they do with the implants is they monitor where you are. So if they can in a sense have a little bit of control over you because of the implant. Why do you think you want to not get rid of the implant?
Oh, just because I could move it around and stuff. Like it's not like it doesn't bother me, so I'm not really too worried. And I haven't seen a UFO since like then, so I don't really think they're after me too much.
No, they might not be after you, but why do you think you were implanted? What do you think the implant means? I'm kind of curious.
Well, my friend Sean is the guy that was with me. He's like a giant, so I think they were more of after him because he has like pretty good genetics or something. So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, hey, look, you seem like a happy person, but I am concerned that you had missing time and they put an implant in you.
Yeah. Well, I don't. it was a long time ago, and I really haven't experienced anything like that. So I think it's all good.
Okay, well, if you ever have any recurring problems with these beings that did this to you, let me know, because we'll definitely work with you, and I can take the implant out in probably less than 10 minutes.
Yeah. All right.
I know it's probably you never heard this before. Everything I'm telling you, if you talk to my audience, they'll tell you I've been doing this. I did it the other night. I took the last few weeks. I've been taking out alien ET implants that from lower vibrational ETs. So, but anyway, I appreciate your story, man, and having the courage to share it.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'll have to chat with you some other time.
Yeah, definitely. No, and you know what? It's just a good thing that you're in a show that we have a lot of people over the world watching this. It's a show that went viral about a year ago, and this is the place where you're going to get information. If you watch our show Saturday night, tomorrow night, my friend April, who's been going off planet over 80, 90 times in Vermont, we're going to be doing a whole show about the Ashtar Command and about the positive space people that are going to be coming back to Earth pretty soon.
Oh, cool.
Yes, I think you'll dig that show. So I appreciate you, Ann, coming up, and
Yeah.
I'll let you down. There you go.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you. Thank
All
you
right.
for.
And let's see here. We got another person in queue. Well, let me see what's going on here. That person in queue just disappeared. Samantha, you think you got one on your phone? Good. Let me see. Phoenix. We're going to bring a Phoenix up. Phoenix will be our next guest. Again, you have to be over 18. No foul language, no smoking, no vaping, and all that good stuff. No paranormal discussion. Phoenix, how you doing? Good evening.
Hi, Commander. How are you?
Good, good. Can you bring your camera on a Friday night? I know you have capabilities for the camera.
Do I have to?
Not really, but I think it's up to you. We have no pressure, but it's always nice when you're doing interviews to have people on the camera.
I'd rather not.
Okay. So tell us where you are, Phoenix.
Oh, I live in Maryland at the moment. I'm in the U.S. I live in Maryland.
And tell us your background and what you want to share with our audience in relation to the topic.
I'm not sure what the topic is, but I've talked to you before, though.
I know you have talked before, so that's why I'm bringing you back on.
You were saying the topic.
Oh yeah. We talked before on the show with you, and we talked about the space people. We talked about Antarctica. We talked about the people living in the inner Earth. We talked about the space bases in the ocean, all that stuff. The spaceships that people are recording and documenting, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
That's our main topic.
When I did speak with you the first time, the account I used was Terry, but I just changed the name.
Oh, okay.
I just came up very briefly to ask a question because I was confused about something. I mean, then that's what happened.
Oh, okay.
But and I had wanted to speak with you privately, but you never checked your DM. So
I got tons of messages going on. I'm trying to catch up with them, but go ahead.
Yeah, I figured. So what I had said at the time is that it was, what year was that? That was 2000.
Mm-hmm.
In the year 2000, I was in my room, in my apartment, and I woke up at night. I saw a flash of light. Something woke me up. I'm not sure what happened, what woke me up. But then I saw a flash of light outside my window. And then I heard clanking sound, like I wasn't sure what it is. Later on, I figured that something must have been settling on the cement because outside the yard was cemented. And then my apartment was a walk-through, and it had an iron gate. So I heard the gate open, and I knew it was locked.
Oh.
But I heard it open, and then something walked in.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know, the apartment is a straight walk through from
Mm-hmm.
bedroom to kitchen to bathroom. But in the kitchen, there's this door to the left from the outside that comes in. So I then walked in. I saw a figure completely white.
Really?
White, and it was very tall. Very,
Mm-hmm.
very tall. Since then, people have asked me whether the eyes were blue or the eyes were black. That I don't remember anymore. But
Mm-hmm.
it was very tall and white. So much so that it looked transparent. So I
Oh,
froze.
wow.
I was on my bed.
Mm-hmm.
I was on my bed, and I tried to look and see if I could see the intestines or something. And it was just completely, white, but it was not transparent. And it walked up to, there's a step up to get into the room. So he entered,
Right.
and I was frozen. And then I started to just say the 23rd Psalm, which is what I do when I'm afraid. And it stood there and looked at me. I looked at it. Then it levitated over me.
It levitated over you. How tall is this being?
It was, well, from the position, I'm 5'5". From the position of the bed laying down, it was very, very tall. And
Wow.
the room was quite high. I'm not
Okay.
sure, but it was very tall. But then it levitated over me.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, I blacked out. I don't know what happened. I don't remember anything. But in the
Do you
morning when I
think?
woke up,
Yeah.
I checked myself, wondering what happened, and there were
Right.
these two puncture marks, like injection holes on the back of my neck on the right hand side. There were two. So I was like, don't tell me it was a vampire. But it was not like teeth. It was just
No.
like two puncture holes, right? That
Yeah.
I felt on the back of my neck on my right hand side.
Mm-hmm.
And I wondered about it, and I don't know what happened. I was confused. And until I came to the US, so that same year, I came to the US. So I think it happened in December because I came to the US in January. It happened quickly. Right after it happened, all of a sudden, the next day or the second day after, I got a message. Somebody came to see me. Oh, they want to see you at the U.S. Embassy. Why do you want to see me at the U.S. Embassy? Oh, they want
Really?
to send you to. So I went to the embassy. When I got there, the public information lady said, we want to send you to the U.S. I'm like, for what? Oh, there's a program we want for you to participate in. Blah 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 blah. So okay, fine, and I agreed that I had to go to Nigeria first because I was supposed to spend the Christmas there. She said that's no problem. So that's how I came, and then I never went back. But the program was program for great African leaders, young African leaders, they said. And so while watching TV one night in the US, I saw a documentary or something on aliens. And that's when I screamed, oh my God, I saw it on TV, exactly what I had seen in my room. I saw it on TV. But it's not a gray because it wasn't gray. It's tall and white, very white, you know.
And what did its face look like? Can you tell us, the viewers?
It was just, it did have a nose, I think. It had not like a regular face like a human person, but you could make out features, but I couldn't tell whether it was male or female. That I did not know. I tried to look. It's not like it was wearing clothes or anything. It was just tall and white, just completely white. But what happened is that there was a time I had a session with this psychic guy, and he told me that for him to be able to read me, he had to get permission from some light beings. I'm like, what? He said, yes. You don't know? I said, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, I couldn't read you. I had to get permission from some light beings to be able to read you.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that, but what happened. So I don't know what that was. All I know, I used to feel something on my side. I complained to my doctor. They did tests. They wouldn't see anything. So another guy I was talking to, his name was CmdrAleon, and I explained this story to him. He said there were implants, one in my
Yes.
head, one on my side, and I think he said one on the back. And he said, do you want me to remove? And I said, yes. And he said he removed it. But I know that the one on his side is not as pressing as it used to be. Whatever was on my side, I didn't think it was an implant. But he said that there were implants there. And he said that, yeah, so.
So let me ask you a question. Now that I know this part of your story, was he able to take out these implants, this person?
That's what he said. I don't.
Okay, that's what he said. How I would like to ask you, if you'll let me do this. My father on the ship has empowered me. A few weeks ago, he touched my forehead, and I have the abilities, and this is all being documented. People that watch my show know I'm doing this, and I'm not making this up. If you want
I've been watching you for a long time, Commander. I'm aware.
you know. So I'd like to work on you to make sure there are absolutely no implants in your body. Would you like me to do that for you?
Yeah. The question I have is, how do you know when it's negative or not negative? From
Well, if
negative
they do
aliens or not?
if you have, there aren't anything called aliens. There are lower vibrational ETs and star people. Lower vibrational ETs like the Zeta, reptilians, and a few others. They are the ones who do that. They've done that kind of stuff. The ones that are like us, human and very beautiful, tall men and women from other planets, they are of a Christ frequency. They're here to help our planet, and they come from planets of light and beautiful places. So that's how you know the difference. What you had happen to you was done by a negative extraterrestrial being of some sort. What I love to do for you is I can scan throughout your whole body with my palm of my hands remotely, and I will be able to destroy every implant in your body.
Okay.
All right? And I actually can do it. All right? So if we're going to do this thing, and I have your permission, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to breathe in a few times and breathe out of your nostrils. I'm going to switch into my abilities to do this. I'm going to switch into my Ashtar Command consciousness right now at the moment. And we're going to help Phoenix. Okay? And I want you to, if you're watching the show here, what you're going to see is something real. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't have any pendulums. I don't have neon lights behind me. I don't have, a bunch of things throwing in the air. I don't jump around my room doing a ritual or dance or something. I am from off planet. I come here in human form. I have the human experience, and I do understand I am human, but I'm also not human, if that makes sense to anybody. And if it doesn't, that's all right too. So what we're going to do is I want you to close your eyes, breathe in and breathe out of your nostril a few times, and we will be able to help her. And understand something. What people's belief systems are just belief systems. What I do is something that's physically active within me, and I am able to do it. So we're going to begin. Are you relaxed?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, I'm going to start getting the heat energy going here. I'm going to work on you remotely. I don't have to see your face to do this. I'll be able to do this without seeing your face whatsoever. Okay. I'm going to start with the top of your head area, which is always where I start, and I'm going to work slowly around, and I'm going to move the angles. I can kind of like feel the energy tingling around your face area. I'm going up a little bit around your head area. And when you start feeling something, let me know. Keep your eyes closed, please. I'm amping up the energies towards you, beams of light energy into your brain, into your head area first. How do you feel?
I am feeling a slight vibration or something.
Yes, that's right. I'm going to amp it up even more so. You're going to feel it more. I'm going to go down around your body. I'm working on your chest area, your body as I go down. I'm scanning every part of your cellular structure right now and also doing realignments. We're going to do the leg area and then we go down to the feet area. And where's this other implant that you're saying that feels like it's going away a little bit?
What did you say?
The other implant, where is that other implant located?
He said left side. Well, I was feeling the pressure on my left side.
Mm-hmm.
And my leg, between my
Okay, your
knee
leg.
and my ankle, it
Okay.
just burned. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know why.
So we're going to take that away. We're going to send heat energy into that area where the ankle is. I'm using both my hands. And you should start feeling something in a minute here. And for those watching my show, I'm working on taking an implant out of this person remotely on my program here, if you're watching it for the first time. And now we're going to send a beam of light through your whole body, which you'll feel in a moment. It's going to go all the way to your ankle and every aspect of your physical inner body. We're clearing out all the energies of the negative ETs that did this to you. Give me a moment. You can open your eyes now if you wish.
So
How do you feel?
it will feel heavy, but then like the chest area was heavy, and then you told me you were working on my chest area.
Yes.
So then it became light. Every time
Yes.
the head started to feel heavy, then afterwards it was light, then the chest was feeling heavy, then afterwards it was light, and that's how it went down. And then
Yes.
so I feel lighter.
Yes.
Feel lighter now.
I took all the negative stuff that the ETs did to you out of your body, and I destroyed them. I basically automatically dissolved whatever they did, and it's been destroyed. How does your leg feel?
It's okay. It doesn't burn all the time, but it will just burn as if it's on fire. So hopefully that doesn't happen again.
No, what I did was I neutralized what was happening with your leg. I was using a lot of rays of heat energy to take away what they did to that part of your body. And as a matter of fact, you shouldn't have any more problems.
Okay. Thank you so much.
And the one thing I do want you to do is, this will be a protection around you. To put a shield around you, I want to do one more thing. Close your eyes, please.
Mm-hmm.
And relax. I'm going to put an invisible shield around your whole body. That'll be a shield from any lower vibrational ETs coming near your house or near you. They won't be able to even get close to you. Hold on. I'm just stamping up my energy through my palms again. So we're creating a shield. I'm also going to, right now, don't open your eyes right now, I'm putting a beam of light to take out all the residual energies over time, and to make sure that the frequencies, the vibrations in your house, in the room you're in, are vibrating at a higher light. It'll take me 2 seconds to do this, maybe less than 3 or 4. We clear all the energies and give it to the Creator. Give all the energies in your home and give it to the Creator. We dissolve all those residual energies and give it to the Creator. And I want you to say these words, please, because these are words that are important to say when I do this kind of work with people. I want you to say these words. I am a cosmic, Christed being of light. And I'll do it one more time. I am a cosmic, Christed being of light. And I no longer will be abducted by any
And I will no longer be abducted by any
low vibrational ETs.
low vibrational ETs.
I'm empowered in the light.
I am empowered in the light.
And I am the light.
And I am the light.
All right, sister. You're good.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Commander.
All right.
I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'll bring you down gently off the ship here. And let's do this here. We're going to have her land gently. All right. Give me a moment. I have to just readjust here. I have to readjust some frequencies here. So if you're watching this for the first time, understand that what I do takes a lot of work. And some implants that are done to people take a little bit longer. Others don't. Like I said, I'm having a human experience. I love being here, but I'm also not just human. I'm with the Astral Command. I'm a cosmic Christed being of light from off planet. And I've been just recently given abilities by my father on ship. I have a question. AJ says, do you have to have your camera on to receive help? No, but to tell you the truth, if you come on with a camera on here, you're coming on a show where everyone's going to love you. You're not going to be made fun of. I prefer the cameras on because I can really work better seeing the person's energy around their head and so forth. So I do prefer the camera. I honor people that don't want the camera, but it helps me do the work better if I have you on live with the camera. It's not that you don't have to, but it does make a big difference. But that's up to the individual. So good question. Welcome all the new people coming to the show. And like I said, this is not your regular UFO TV show or whatever on YouTube or whatever on the History Channel. I do everything out of the box. I'm not your traditional person. I don't wear a suit and tie and a three-piece suit and go on here and have that little professional look going. So if you've been having positive contact, I'm also interested in those stories tonight. So if you've had visitations by space people that are from planetary systems of light, it'll be tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is our Ashtar Command night. She'll be joining us tomorrow night, and that will be at 11 o'clock. It's going to be all things Ashtar Command on encounters, as we do every Saturday evening. You're going to be blown away by some of the things that are going to be happening to the planet in the next year and a half. Cheryl, people that have been abducted, there's no reason or not rhyme or reason for an answer. It's kind of weird, but they choose certain people for the last 70 years. And who knows why they choose them, but these people are chosen and they get abducted. So don't ever want yourself to be abducted, folks. You don't want to be abducted. That's not a good thing. Yeah, it's Saturday night. Yeah. Oh, you thought tonight was Saturday. Oh, tonight's Friday. So yeah, you got it. It's all right. It's late. It's after midnight already. So I am CmdrAleon, your host, and we're on here with you tonight till about 1. Hey, Star Blazer, good to have you with us. Griffin Gardner, Keith, and all the folks out there around the planet, welcome to the show. So a lot of the abduction experiences and the visitations by ETs abducting people or doing things to them in their homes has really subsided, although there are things still happening. Those things will be stopped. Genuine Jenny, good evening, greetings. I can tell you that all the negative ETs are going to be thrown off the planet. They're being captured and they're being sent away off Earth. It's an ongoing process. We're doing good, Jenny, and I hope you're doing good as well. Lady Exis, welcome. Jim Cortez, Carlin Monahan, welcome to the show, Carlin. Christina Mines, R.E. Restel, I think it is, or Retzel. Hey, Jenny, Barbara, good to see you. Lady Essex of Lancashire, good to see you. Welcome. So all the people all over the world, Amos, everybody out there, welcome to the show. That's right, 218. And that's exactly what the positive space people are doing. Hey, Linda Martinez, welcome. IBDJ, thank you for the roses. And we appreciate that. Rita Sanders, welcome. ABS, AB Steels, Sweet Johnny, the lizard people scrape me the most. So, and I'm reading people's comments here. So who out here has had a positive visitation? Anybody? Who out here is having positive visitations? This is sort of like a quiz question. I like to do this every once in a while. SF Kimba, Rosie T, welcome. Hey, Darby, James D. So is there anyone out there around the planet that's having direct visitations of the positive kind, not abductions, but you're having really beautiful encounters and you've never talked about it? Your friend Terry has? Linda Norland. Oh, okay. Is Terry on here with us? Linda, is Terry here with us on the show? Where's Terry? Terry, say hello. Oh, no, she's not right now. Okay. When she is on, we'd love to hear her story. Grover Bagwell, Mark. She's at home, I think. Oh, okay. Here's a person that had an encounter. Barbie, Nadine, and we'll bring her up. You know, we're always interested. Again, I interview so many people. You have to be over 18. No smoking, no vaping, no drugs, no drinking, no paranormal discussion, no politics, and no religion, no kids, all that
Hello.
stuff. Good. Hey, hello. Good evening. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Oh,
I
good,
had
good.
I had one encounter. It was like a year and a half ago.
Okay.
And the funniest thing, I've been trying to actually get your attention specifically because when it happened, I have it on video. But it happened
Oh,
and it
wow.
was like, but it was I just left it alone. It had no significance to me. And then since I met you, something's been telling me that I need to give it to you. I'm getting nervous, but
Oh, don't be
it's
nervous. You're good.
it's strange. Like I don't have anything on my page, but I can post it, and when you have a minute, you can
Yeah.
go over and take a look. But I think it's something that you're supposed to see.
Okay. You can actually email me a copy of the video and I'll look at it. You want to write down my
See,
email address?
yes, I remember the last time I was on here trying to get your attention to get your
I
email
know you
address,
were.
but there is a connection between that video that served no purpose to me. I just had it until the time that I met you, and I feel as though
Yeah.
it was for you. So I
I
don't
remember
know.
that.
Like you
Yeah.
could
So
literally see things coming down from the sky. You can literally,
really,
I'm nervous right now.
I'd love to see you telling a
But
good story here.
But isn't it
And
crazy how when I took it at that time, I remember like I was in that moment. And then it's been in my phone for over a year. But
yeah.
it's not until you that I everything started coming back and I feel like I need to give this thing to you. It served me no purpose. It was one of those
Mm-hmm.
moments like, oh wow, it was
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
nighttime. And then I just forgot about it. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they're your folks, but like
I can look at the video. So
I
here's what I want
promise.
you to do.
Yes.
Do you have a pen and paper, Bobby?
No, I'm like walking in circles right now.
You're working in circles.
You know what I
That's all
did?
right.
I'm
Yeah.
excited, but I'm excited that I'm gonna be able to give you this thing. Okay,
I'm excited too, actually, you know.
and I have
Um, Whoops. I hope you're still here.
I'm here.
Oh, good.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. No problem.
Okay, could you say it and somebody just put in the chat because all of a sudden I cannot find a pen. And then I can just
Okay.
find a pen and write it down.
I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm going to
Please.
actually put in the comments here my email. So the email is, I'm typing it right now.
Thank you so much.
And if you can see it in the chat, I just posted it. You
Okay.
see it? Do you see it? Anybody see it?
Somebody said post a video on your TikTok. I don't see your I'm willing
That's
to do
weird.
that. I'm willing
Yeah.
to do that. I did it one time and it was literally for you, but I was trying to get your attention. I didn't get it, so I went back to just closing it because
Well,
I
you
don't
got my
have one.
attention. Tonight I'm really looking at everything.
I promise you that it's either your people on that ship, your ship, but it's just really strange. And I showed the video to a few people and they're like, oh my God. And for some reason, I just sat on it for a year and a half, didn't think about it. And then here you come. You know why I'm on here right now? Is because my phone fell. I was just scrolling and then I picked it up and there you are. If you notice, I came off your page like how many times I'm in, I'm out. Like I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
need you to
yeah.
have this information. Okay,
Well, yeah,
I'm
there
gonna
was a reason for this happening. There's always a synchronicity here.
okay.
And I believe that to be true.
So
So
you tell me what to do and I'll do that.
okay, send it to, as you know, my name is CmdrAleon, CmdrAleon, Commander Aleon.
Mhm.
And just it's CmdrAleon at AOL.com.
Okay. And how about
And
for the others that want to see? Do I post on my profile or you'll decide?
if you send it to me, I'll look at the video. I might even post it on my Ask Trucker
Okay.
Man page here where
Okay.
all the spaceship videos are that I have on TikTok.
Okay. And then after you're done, if you choose to show it to them, that's fine by me, but I just
Oh
don't
yeah,
feel like it was for me, it's for you. Okay.
yeah. I
Thank you
mean, if
so
I show
much.
it to them and it's
Yeah.
really something I can show them, I will actually
I
put it on my
think
YouTube channel.
I know for sure you're gonna want to see this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't wait to. Now I can't wait to see it.
I promise you, you're gonna want to see it. It's very
Yeah.
rare that you see something coming down from the sky. It's the strangest thing. And it's exciting for me now because I'm talking to you and I feel like that's for you, but I've never felt I took this like a year and a half ago and it just sat in
Hmm.
my phone and told nobody, never really thought of it. And then
Oh
here you come
wow.
and then here you come, I find this urgency that I have to tell you. Like I'm
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm
Yeah.
getting
No, don't be sorry. You got me excited about the video.
okay, I'm gonna do it
I
right
will
now.
definitely look at the video. I, without a
Yeah,
question, will check this out.
yes, please. And they waved, they were waving at me. And it's
Okay, so let me slow you down. So when you saw this ship, they were
yeah.
waving at you.
First, it's so funny because it was a feeling first, just to look up. And then you'll see from the video, you see these things coming down, like from the sky, the clouds. I don't know how to explain it, but it's crazy. It's crazy. And like I said, I recently just showed it to a few people and they're like, what is that?
Yeah.
You know? And then when you actually see the ship, if you look, I'm gonna leave it for you. I'm gonna leave it
Yeah,
for you
I want to
because
see that. I will actually
you
probably.
you'll
I'm
tell
going to end
me.
up, folks, posting that video
Okay, I'm
without a
gonna
question.
send.
I have images of what it looks like, but I'm really going to be excited to see it.
Yeah, it's for you. I know that for a
Yeah.
fact. Okay,
Well, I thank
so
you. All
I
right.
will do that
Wow.
right now, okay?
Okay.
Right
Send it to my
now.
email. When I get off live, I'm going to look at it. And
Okay.
yeah, I'll take a look at it. I'll most likely post it on here, and
You
I'll
can do
probably
whatever
post it
you
on my
want with it, but
YouTube
I
channel.
really know that it was for you to have.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right, you take care now. Thank you, Commander.
You take care. All right,
Okay.
Barbie, we're going to let her down. So, for people that have videos of spaceships that they've been videotaping, things they want me to see related to the subject, that you've actually documented any spaceships in your area, yeah, I will try to. The one thing with TikTok is you can show pictures, but the only thing they're lacking is the ability to show video on live. Now, I can show the video. Most likely, what I'll do, folks, is post it on my main page here on TikTok. You see where all of the spaceship videos I post. I'll post it on there, and then you can actually see it. So I'm going to wait till I get the video. I'm going to review it, and then I'll post it. Thank you, Jersey for Life, for posting the email. So I really would like to know that with 270 people out there all over the world, many of you, not all of you, are having something happen. You're videotaping on your cell phone spaceships. I prefer the word spaceships, maybe orb type ships, maybe they're flying saucer type craft. If you're doing that, please send me your recordings. I will review them. You know, document everything that's going on out there, you know, where you are around the planet and the skies above you. And I'd be happy to, in my media background for 21 years, I'd be happy to take a look at it, you know, without a question. Yeah, I tried to post it, but it doesn't show. I see it when I post it, but evidently no one else is seeing it. So my email address is CmdrAleon at AOL.com. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing. Every time I try to do it, it doesn't show my email. That sounds kind of weird. We most likely have seen some strange stuff. Gumby. So Gumby, wherever you're located, Ashley, one of my moderators, posted about 8 times. And Gumby, did you have something where you've seen, what did you see? Like UFOs, spaceships? Good, Miss Miss. Thank you for doing that. Oh, it's a security issue. It might be, likely you might be right about that. I've lived near Newburgh. Oh, let me bring Gumby up here. What's going on? Wait a minute. All right. I must be losing it. Okay. I just thought, okay, this is crazy. No, I'm not going to say it. What I'm about to say, I have my earpods on here. Give me a moment to think about this. I thought it could have been people in the upper apartment. It sounded like a woman's voice. I heard a woman's voice just now. But I think it was, we have an apartment downstairs and one upstairs in this old house. So I think someone was talking. You know, that's probably what it was. It's Friday night. Someone's probably up. Jersey for Life, I noticed something happened. Yeah, no, someone's up. I heard a door just close. It was somebody outside. Nothing interesting. Can have been Space Family. No, it was just somebody outside. I heard the door just shut. By my face? What did you see by my face? Yeah, Ashley, I remember that. No, we have people that are awake downstairs. I just heard the door slam. So somebody was either leaving or going in or out. So, yeah. Nothing cosmic happening here. Oh, my expression, yeah. But now I know what it was because I heard the door slam downstairs. So somebody must have been leaving somebody's house just now. So, yeah. No biggie. That's what it was. I figured it out. Missed a contact comment. Let me see here. No, it wasn't Space Family. It was a neighbor downstairs. Somebody just slammed the door. So somebody just left somebody's house. So there you go. Nothing interesting on that one. I debunked it. The good thing is I know when it's, one of the apartments or what have you. So welcome to the show. And again, if you wish to be a guest on the show, don't be shy. Well, you can be shy if you want to. But if you're not shy about sharing your information, please feel free to join us. You have to be over 18. No kids on the show. No smoking, no vaping, no drugs, no drinking, no drunks, no cursing, no politics, no religion, no paranormal discussion whatsoever. And with that said, your stories are always welcome. One of the things I will say that there's a lot, after interviewing so many people since last year, it's amazing how many people have had contact positively with space people. And the other half of it, people that for years ago or 10, 15 years ago had implants or negative ETs, abductions or visitations of the negative kind. Now, the question is, I think a lot of that's going away. The question is, you're going to start seeing more people having the positive encounters versus the negative encounters. So what I mean is, let's see here. Okay, the person's saying, get over it, wake up. Get over it and wake up. Who's that comment for? Let's see. Who is that comment for? Get over it and wake up. Thank you, Ashley. They're going to have to get over it because they're not going to be able to talk anymore. Let's see here. Oh, he's gone. Good. Thank you. See, that's what the trolls don't realize. I have good moderators on this show, and they will be taken right out. I love it. I truly love it here. No, Young Skywalker. I'm at actually a real radio station Sunday mornings at WESU Radio in Middletown, Connecticut. And I'm there Sunday mornings. It's a real studio. I'm in Studio A and Studio B. The person was telling us to all wake up. What do they think? We're all awake. You see, the reverse thing would be say to that person was, oh yeah, you want us to wake up? I think you need to wake up. What are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? Let me show you the video. I got to show you this video here. I've been promising, and I got so involved in talking. This is from China, so I'm going to show it to you, and hopefully I'm going to turn the light out here so you can see it. Okay, here we go. Watch this. Let me take the green screen off here. And we'll show you the video here as best we can. I'm going to turn the light out. Turn this light out too. There you go. Now I'm going to turn the other light on. This is in China. Let's see if I could. Here you go. Better picture. This is in China. Check this out. This is in a province in China. This just happened, I think, the last 2 weeks. You won't see this on ABC News. Let's see if they're. Wait a minute. Oh, there's some more China. And this is from a Chinese in China from one of the provinces. Okay, I think that. Oh, wait a minute. I think. Oh, here it is. Wait a minute. All right. That is. Turn the light back on here. Let me just bring this back here. The effects. That's one of the videos from China. That just happened the last 2 or 3 weeks. Interesting video. I'll be trying to share some of the latest videos here on the show. I'm going to try to share some of the more interesting footage coming up. I try to use current footage that's happening in 2024. So if it's happening a week ago or 2 weeks ago, yeah, I'll put it in the bio. I think I will. So there's stuff happening all over the world, and the media is not, the world media should be showing these things, but they're not. So it looks like we're going to have to show once in a while these different spaceship videos that are being recorded by regular people, be it China, the United States, France, wherever it is. And even right here on TikTok, many of you are recording things too. So feel free to let me know what you're recording. If you're documenting a lot of activity in your country area or wherever you are, let us know about it. We want to know about it. Tell us your stories. We want this to be a place where we're a direct source for information about these sightings. Because let's face it, the regular cable channels and cable news and regular TV air stations, ABC, CBS in the United States, NBC, BBC, French TV, whatever, they're not going to show you these things. So it's really imperative that we are the ones that are going to document this stuff. And by doing so, you are contact. By you taking the time to have your cameras fully charged up, not knowing where you're going to be. You could be on a country road on Route 56. You could be on a state highway somewhere or an interstate, and all of a sudden you see a group of spaceships. Then what you need to do is find a place to pull over, get out of your vehicle, and start recording and documenting it. Don't try to record something. The worst part of when I see UFO videos is when people are driving and trying to tape it. You can't get a good imagery of it because they're going so fast. You're getting bits and pieces of something that's probably really incredible, right? So you really need to be able to do that. That's right. You have to be the one, Commander. Yeah. Route 66. And let me see here. We're going to take another look and go backwards. Not totally. We're going to go backwards. This one here. This is a Vegas UFO sighting. It doesn't really give a indication too much about it. Vegas has had a lot of sightings, and let's see here. And there's a lot of different things happening with the UFO sightings, but you have to be careful. Here's one that says it was 6 days ago. Let's see if it's any good. September 2024. Well, here's something that's interesting. I want to show you this one here. Hold on a minute. This is really weird. I'm going to show you another video here. Check this out. I seem to be guided. Okay. We're going to try this out here. UFO sighting over city, September 2024. Check this out. Let's see if we can bring this up here. Let me bring the light. Let's see if I can get it here. Wait a minute. Check that out. Let's see, am I getting... Let me see if I can get this picture here for you. Hold on a minute. It's not what I wanted to do. Hold on a minute. This is from September this month. Pretty cool, huh? That's a really clear shot. Look at that. Okay, that's the end of that video. That was in September of this year. I don't remember where it was, but it is definitely real. Let's see here. I'll go back to this here. So I think it's time to try to, I'm very good about videos. I do a lot of research. So we're going to try to show you real footage that people are recording, not CGI. There's a lot of garbage out there, but I'm really good. I've been doing media. I've been on TV for a couple of years when I did the Intergalactic TV Network. So I know what to look at for video. And if I know it's real and it's documented, I'll show it here. I'll definitely show it here. And again, if you have stuff like this you're recording, send me your videos. Send them to the show. We'll take a look at it and we'll post it on our YouTube channel and we'll post it here on my TikTok. Give us the date, the location, and what actually occurred. Oh, she sent me the video. Good. I'm going to look at it before. I'll look at the video as soon as I get off my live here. I'm going to take a look at the video. I can't wait. Thank you, Barbie. I have 4 stills. Jake. Jake, interesting. So let's see. I want to see if Jake would like to come up here. You have to be over 18. And let me see. Oh, Jake has only 23 followers. Jake needs 50 to come up. He's got 23. So if 30 people follow Jake, I'm going to pin Jake has 4 still. Oh, Jake, he's actually able to come up. TikTok must be really...
What's up, man?
Hey, Jake. Good evening. How you doing, sir?
Not too bad. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can. And you're over 18?
Yeah, I'm 32, man. I had to think about that for a sec.
There you go. We don't want to, jolt you there on that. So you said you had 4 stills. Tell us a little bit about your story.
Well, you can see the stills for yourself. You just got to look up my name. Same name, just a different account. You know how Facebook goes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate the follows, guys. You don't have to, but I appreciate them. What's your name, sir?
I'm CmdrAleon. I'm the host of this show, and I'm on NPR radio on Sunday mornings, and I broadcast that show on TikTok called The Cosmic Eye. This is my show called Encounters, which is a big show here on TikTok. And so tell me a little bit about your stills. What happened that you got these pictures?
Well, if anyone wants to look up my name on Facebook, you can see the stills. It's just look for the cell phone that has a picture of an alien. I don't know why Mark Zuckerberg and his team hasn't deleted it off. Just deleted my account, right? But he owes me an explanation, sir. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he owes everybody an explanation.
Yeah.
But so tell me about your story, man, because you actually got these pictures of an ET. So when did this happen? What kind of encounter did you have? So there's a story behind you that people need to hear.
Well, what you got to know, guys, is you'll feel like a wave of tiredness before they show up, like they try and put you to sleep. Just shake that off. I had my sword with me, because I was you can kind of sense when they're coming around, and I've been dealing with mental health stuff, and they actually helped me get housing and stuff out here in Canada. They have a great mental health program for the most part, but a lot of people need to understand what antipsychotics and stuff will even do to you. It's very dangerous drug, more dangerous than any horrible street drug.
But what about the ET part, though? That's the thing
Yeah,
we're focused on.
Let's talk about the ET. All right, let's focus on that. I've seen a reptilian nurse that saw her eyes change in front of me. I've seen the still thing, but that was a gray alien, and it tried to become an owl when it showed up. That was like an owl or a bird. And I was like, "You're not a bird. Get out of here!" Because it was like trying to like go back to sleep. Don't pay attention to me. And I was like, "Dude, I don't own any birds." So it was kind of like, no way. And then it was like sitting on top of my garbage can. That's what you're seeing in the picture. My stove is to the right in the picture, and the thing is pretty. Basically, in the middle of the 4 stills that you can find on there, there's some UFOs that are hiding in the clouds as well. What started it for me was trying to beef with a cloud. I looked at a cloud, and I was like, "You're not a cloud. Come on, you're not a cloud. I can see you right there." And it like literally like went over my house. And a retired psych nurse. That's really cool, man. Like, I'm glad you retired. I'm glad you retired. I'm not glad that. I'm not glad about anything about it, man. I'm not playing either. Like,
Okay, that's it. He's gone. Okay, here's the deal. When you do stuff like that, man, you come on the show and you play that game, it doesn't work. So now this person is blocked. The commander took him out. He's not going to be on here. I get the gist when I'm being played with on the program here. That person is now gone. No longer on here. You see, when people do stuff like that, the commander will sense it after just a little bit of hearing their thing. Yep. Definitely. Gonzo. Somebody just checked out his Facebook story. He's a storyteller. Yep. Yeah, defollow him. Do not follow him. Unfollow him. So you're watching Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I think it's time to call it a night. I'm going to check out Barbara's video. That I will check out. Don't follow him. Defollow. Do not follow him. I just blocked him. He'll never be here again. All right. Well, tomorrow night is Ashtar Command Night with April and myself. Hey, Karen. Good to see you. Hey, Dab. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. And we will be with you all tomorrow evening at 11 p.m. for the Ashtar Command show. We have a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of things that are coming in the next year and a half that you need to know about with the Ashtar Command. Yeah, his name was, I don't remember what his name was. I just blocked it out. I don't even care anymore. But thank you, everybody, for being here. He already messaged me. Yeah, block him. Linda, block him. Yeah, my email, mishmish, is CmdrAleon at AOL.com. And don't forget, tomorrow night is going to be another special night of programming with Encounters, Ashtar Command, Contact Night, Q&A with April and myself. So take care, everybody. Have a great night. Mishmish, again, it's CMDR. Mishmish, go ahead. Yeah, later, Dab. Good to see you, brother. I'll try to get to people's messages. I get so many of them. I am trying to go through them. Let me see, who is here? I'm going to bring Mishmish up. She's trying to ask me a question. I know who Mishmish is.
Hey, can you just do it like where you say C as in Charlie, M as in Mary? Can you just do it that way, your email?
Yeah, so it's C as in Charlie, M as in Mary, D as in dog, A as R as in Rover, A as in Apple, L as in Lima, E as in Echo, O as in Oscar, N as in November at AOL.com.
Okay, one more time. I'm sorry, I think I messed that up.
Okay,
C
no problem.
C as in Charlie, M as in Mary, D as in dog.
Yeah, R as in Rover, A is in Alpha, L
Okay.
is in Lima, E is in Echo, O is in Oscar, N is in November, at AOL.com.
Got it. Thank you.
All right, Miss Fish, anytime.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. Let me just do this here. I want to thank everybody again. We'll be on tomorrow night, 11 o'clock, with Ashtar Command. Tomorrow night. Don't miss it. Everybody have a good night. We'll catch you later. Have a good weekend. And remember, keep your eyes to the skies.